A very good morning and warm wishes to all of you and respected expert speaker Mrs. Bachendri Pathak ma'am, Director IIMT College of Science and Technology Dr. Poonam Pandey ma'am, IIC President Dr. Vaishali ma'am, Convener of IIC Dr. Disha Vidyarthi ma'am, HOD of BSc Computer Science Dr. Vaishali ma'am, all the coordinator and faculty representative of IIC, all the students present here on this virtual platform. I, Silky Singh, Assistant Professor, BSc Computer Science, welcome all of you on today's session, workshop on entrepreneurship skill, attitude, and behavior development. I feel honored and privileged to welcome our guest for today's workshop. Mrs. Bachendri Pathak ma'am is soft skill and aptitude trainer. She was completed literature honors in Degree College, Aligarh Muslim University. She has also completed 2-year diploma in computer advanced application from SSI. She has also completed 4-year successful year in Ingliga International School of Language. She is very good soft skill and aptitude trainer. Today, ma'am gave small session on this for guide the student. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Silky ma'am, for a brief and nice and bright introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bachendri Pathak, and I'll be your host for today. Today, we would like to give you a little bit of knowledge on entrepreneurship, which is, I think, so the most lucrative topic these days. So today we are talking about the entrepreneurship. Now, first of all, we have to understand that what is it? It's like being a captain of your own ship. We all love to drive. We all love to sail a boat. So you decide where to go. You decide that how fast to sail, and you decide who to bring on board. So it's all about starting your own business and making it a success. So basically, imagine having a dream. It's a big idea to have a big dream. Maybe it's a new toy, a cool application, or a delicious snack. Whether you want to start your own restaurant, or is it's some new kind of startup. As an entrepreneur, you take that dream and make it real. We all have our dreams, but to make it real, we need to find the materials, we need to create a plan, we need to start building it from the day one. It's like a puzzle, and you are making the pieces yourself. But entrepreneurship is just not about making things. It is about creating a dream. It is about solving problems. Have you ever thought that I wish there was a better way to do this? This is the quote that most of the entrepreneurs have in their mind. Well, entrepreneurs think like that all the time. They look for problems, big or small, and find new ways to deal with them. So you might not run out of materials, or your plan might not work, but entrepreneurs don't give up. They learn from their mistakes, change their plans. They keep going. It's about bravery and determination. It's about the determination to move forward. So basically, why is an entrepreneurship important? Because it changes the world. How? Let's look forward to this presentation. So an entrepreneur is basically defined as a person who takes the effective control on the commercial undertaking. Commercial undertaking, for suppose a business, a startup, or an enterprise which you need to start on your own. The person has a vision, and to fulfill that vision in a fruitful manner, he designs, he creates, and he puts all the innovative ideas in his mind into his plan. He recruits some very good people who are best in their field to venture a new product. entrepreneur is an innovative person who actually maximizes his profit so that the person, each and every person who is associated with that person, can be benefited with it. Now, while launching these new products, there is always a risk because it depends how the market will take it. People will like it or not, whether there will be a profit or not, whether there will be a margin or not, what kind of raw material will be used in it. So these all questions run around the mind of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is just not a job. It's an act of being an entrepreneur who starts any economic activity for being self-employed. The person who is running his own business as an entrepreneur has a lot of pressure on him. Entrepreneurship is basically a process of not only establishing yourself, it is a process of establishing others too. It is basically a process to create something new, get recognition, and also to get the profit out of it. It is basically completely dependent on the communication, management, and the full resources, the full use of the resources that he's utilizing while making up a business. Now, when the business is getting established, a lot of problems come around, like financial, economical, market research, expertise as well. Most of the time, the resources are not that easy to get. Most of the time, they are not that easy to be with the person who is starting up the business. Now, let's see what kind of problems or what kind of issues are there. Socioeconomic problems, psychological issues, cultural and other factors, caste, religion, family background, level of education, level of perception. So these are the factors the person who needs to establish a business needs to take care of. On the other hand, occupational background, migratory characters, entry into the entrepreneurship, nature of the enterprise, investment capacity, ambition, moderation, these all things matter. Let's see why should we go for an entrepreneurship. Why these all things are important. Why these all things are that important that an entrepreneur should uh, actually keep in mind while establishing a business. Being an entrepreneur is not an easy task. To start a startup or a business is a big job. It is just not a vision. It is basically the complete vision of a single person. And that single person has to make believe each and everyone who is associated with that enterprise to believe in that dream, which is, on the other hand, is a very difficult thing to do. Being an entrepreneur requires specific characteristics and skills that are often achieved through education, hard work, and planning. First of all, a businessman or an entrepreneur should be a risk taker. But that doesn't mean that he should take unnecessarily risks. But his risk or her risks need planning, skills, and research. On the other hand, he should have a clear perspective about his problems and his opportunities, his challenges and his helping hands. He should be curious enough to do hard work. Most of the time, I wonder that entrepreneurs are basically very categorized into the people who can't be believed. So most of the time, people fail to believe in their dreams. When actually you are making other people understand about your dream, first you have to believe in your dream. So an entrepreneur should be, just a minute, I think so the screen is okay. Now the screen is visible to you completely. Okay. So an entrepreneur needs to be imaginative, and that imagination needs to be uh, actually put in a graph, so that the person, each and every person who is associated with that person, should look at that creativity. Entrepreneurs imagine situations and the solutions for it. If they don't, they fail to create a new product. They need to generate ideas for the launch and the success of the product. True entrepreneurs are persistent. How? They face bureaucracy, they make mistakes, they receive criticism, they deal with money, they handle the pressure of the family and the friends. They actually, so much of they stick to their dreams that there is no other option than getting success in their dream. Entrepreneurs should be motivated with their goal setting. They have to seek for new goals every time. Start from a basics is not an easy thing to do, but taking that plunge and taking your business to the next level is the hardest thing to do. On the other hand, an entrepreneur needs a great deal of energy to make his venture a success. Venture starts and succeeds, but they are not deterred by the long hours to achieve their goal. Most of the time, the entrepreneurs are self-confident, but that too in the starting. After that, when the failures arrive, they start to lose their confidence, which shouldn't be uh, placed in their minds. A successful entrepreneur should believe in themselves. Most of the time, their self-confidence takes care of any doubts they have made. Entrepreneurs should be flexible. How? They need flexibility in order to adapt changing trends, new technologies, rules, economic environments, socio-economic rules, and many more. An entrepreneur's desire for control and ability to make decisions often makes it difficult for them to work in a controlled environment. On the other hand, I must say they should be independent. They should share their visions and their problems to others. But the final decision is always means they should keep the final decision to themselves. Their mind should be capable enough to take the decisions. Most of the time, the entrepreneurs uh, make errors. There is no harm in making errors. When you take risks, you are actually, you make yourself more probable to making errors. But that doesn't mean that uh, errors stop you from getting success. Most of the time, entrepreneurs exhibit different types of behaviors. Let's look forward. Enterprising people, they persevere through challenges. Challenges are of many types. Challenges are, most of the time, there are social challenges, there are economic challenges, there are capital challenges. The financiers need easy money. When the investors are investing money in your venture, they need easy returns. And when you fail to give that return, they ask for their money back. These type of challenges are there. On the other hand, the workplace, the salary of the people who are associated with you, and many more challenges, they haunt an entrepreneur every time. Take care of their health and stress levels. This is a very common problem with enterprising people. People who have big businesses, or are they self-employed, or they are running their own business, most of the time they fail to take care of their health and the emotional stress as well. Most of the time, their family is the only support they could get, because the market actually doesn't support emotionally. The market supports you till the time you are making profits for the market. At that time, their self-confidence is the only pillar they can hold on. Every new venture or every new business should be initiated by the entrepreneur. So if the entrepreneur doesn't show the declination or basically interest in the venture, the market fails to believe in it. Entrepreneurs are motivated to succeed. They are so motivated that sometimes they overlook the big risks. Taking risk is a part of a venture, but most of the time, taking safe risks gives you good benefits. Having a clear vision is the another tool that most of the time entrepreneurs use in their favor. This vision can take them forward, can take them to the next level. The investors or the financiers who invest in your venture, they also hold the same vision and they move forward with you. But first, you have to believe in yourself and make other people believe in you. Embrace change. Enterprising people embrace change. If there is a change in the vision or there is a change in the venture, you should actually shake hands with it. Why? Because most of the time, if you are accepting what is changing in your business, maybe that change might be benefiting you in any possible way. Next is to seek innovative solutions. If there is a business, there are problems. If there are problems, there might be some solutions. So keep finding out the solutions for the problems you face every day. A healthy working environment is another boon for a healthy business. If you really want to keep your health fine and stress levels all right, so you need to keep a very healthy environment at your workplace. If your employees are happy, if your workers are happy, if they are getting salaries on time, then your working levels or your stress levels are fine. You can make more profit with it. Maybe the profit will be slow, but it will be definitely a fruitful effect for your company. Next is when we talk about risks. So you have to take calculated risks. Risks that can save your company and they don't put your company in a crucial situation. You have to make sure that your company is actually not getting enough risks, or you are not putting your company in that kind of risk where your workers or your employees are not getting enough wages. Next thing, what skills do entrepreneurs possess? The skills that take them forward. First is questioning and research. Being able to gather data and information is crucial to investigate business ideas. Sources are print, online, observation, and interviews. Questioning and research are the two hand-in-hand solutions to avoid the risks in your business. If you question right kind of people, you get right kind of answers. If your research is fine about the product, about the risks, you save your company from many crucial situations. Another tool or another helping hand can be communication and reflection. Entrepreneurs need to share their ideas with the people who are experts in their field. Take the advices of the people uh, who have already tasted the success in their own fields, who are actually experts in their areas. Write the proposals, find out every possible way of denying it. Treat your proposal as a criticizer. Be your own criticizer. That will save you from many issues. Manage your staff. Once again, I would say that if your staff is happy, if your employees are getting fruitful amount or a lump sum amount that is keeping them happy, that is keeping them motivated to work, that helps to keep your stress levels proper and healthy. If your stress levels and your health is healthy, then uh, actually it makes your business fruitful. You are actually capable enough to handle your risks. You are capable enough to handle your pressures. Monitor their decision making. For suppose you are the solo owner of your company, but you have some many innovative minds with you, many decision taking minds with you. Take their advices, listen to them properly. Once you listen to them, once you monitor their decision making, you are actually giving them a chance to communicate with you, which reflects in your work. Next, using new technologies. Entrepreneurs need to use new technologies to work in real and online environment. Your startup may be online or offline, but you need these tools to make your product famous. These days, we can see that many new products are launched in Instagram. We can see social media is uh, variedly used for launching new products. Each and every entrepreneur uh, uses this platform to reach out to people. They use online platforms as their helping hands or their media partners to uh, bring a boom in this business. Most of the time, the entrepreneurs use these platforms more than the printing media or the radios or the televisions. The reason behind that is that radios or the radio or the television are the costly options, or they are not that cost effective. So Instagram is an easy option where they can launch their product, they can make profits with it. Printing media, on the other hand, they need money to put an advertisement for your product. But social media gives you the advertisement at a very minimal cost, which is beneficial for you. Adapt to changing customer demands. Research is a main tool to make your business fruitful. When we say a business fruitful, that doesn't means that you should make great amounts of profit. It actually means that basically whatever raw material you are getting, you are making the best out of it. If you are making a marginal profit in the starting, but still your product is a success, that means slowly and gradually you will get a hold on the market. But if your product is not that famous in the market, yet you are not ready to lower your profits, then it's a red flag for you. You should think more about the product. You should think more about bringing your product down to earth, or you should make it cost effective if you really want to hold the market for a longer time. Find more efficient methods of operating. Now, what are these methods of operating? Appoint people who are good in social media or who are good in digital marketing, which is, I think so, the most innovative thing of these of this new generation. This Gen Z will help you to launch your business and take it to the next level. People, especially the young generation these days, they actually look for new products. They look for new cost effective products that are easy to get, that are easy to handle. So that will help you to take your product to the next level. This is basically about the products. For the applications too, this applies the same. Planning and organization. If the person who is launching a new business, or the entrepreneur should have a clear objective about the business. Business is not about launching a new product or launching a new app. Maybe it is about launching a new idea. It is just a vision. But still, you have to set some proper parameters for this vision. Make sure that your vision is that clear in your mind that you can reciprocate that to the people who are listening to you or who are associated with you. Make your short-term and long-term goals very clear, because your short-term goals shouldn't affect your long-term goals. Every person in this world wants success. Only thing is, you need to learn that how to get it. There are no shortcuts for success. Most of the time, when we talk about success, it comes to our mind that, okay, success means money. But success doesn't mean money, not always. Success means that whatever your vision was, you have made it clear in front of people, and that actually is no longer a dream. It is basically a reality for people. Next thing is, an entrepreneur should organize efficient systems that contribute to business success. Now, to gain success, the person who is actually taking the initiative for a startup or a business should contribute the responsibilities of his company to the people who are associated with them. So the person who is having a startup or who is actually an entrepreneur of his business should appoint people, believe in them, and take the share of their contribution to enhance the performance of his company. So most of the time, when we say that an entrepreneur is succeeding in his business, there are many people behind that person. An entrepreneur doesn't mean that it should be a single person. And entrepreneurship doesn't mean that the person should have the complete hold or the complete power over the enterprise. An enterprise means basically the association of many people. It is said that a true company is actually a collaboration of many minds. It is not only the collaboration of many hands, it is the collaboration of many minds. Yes, most of the time, the owner is the single person, but it is basically the association of many people. When we say an enterprise is succeeding in every possible way, that doesn't mean that the enterprise is the vision of a single person. Yes, the vision was of a single person, but he took it forward and he made other people believe in it. When the other people believe in it, they put their own inputs in it. When we say an enterprise is making fruitful uh, profits, so that doesn't mean that the profits should be kept for the entrepreneur itself. Sharing is caring. But most of the time, if you are giving the profit sharing to the people who are associated with you, you are actually making them the part of your business. You are actually making them the part of the vision that you have seen, that you have taken care of long back. When we say a person has a vision, that means the person has a dream. You have to believe in that dream. If you have a dream, you have to make other people believe in you. If you have a dream, you have to find ideas. You have to find innovative ideas to make it a reality. A dream is no longer a dream when a person tells or explains it to other people in a very innovative manner. There is no harm in creating a dream, until and unless you are brave enough to take the risks and you are brave enough to take it forward. You are brave enough or you are helping enough to associate other people. Entrepreneurship is not about only the behavioral changes or the changes in the company. It is about the people who are associated with you. So as I said in the starting, that it's like a puzzle, but you are making the pieces yourself. Yes, there are people who will help you to solve that puzzle, but by the end of the day, it's only you who has to show people or who has to tell people about the idea of the puzzle. It is a dream for you, but you have to make it real for other people. Entrepreneurship isn't just about creating things. It is not about solving problems. It is not about taking risks. It is about a vision which becomes true with your efforts, with your courage, with your bravery. Don't think yourself as a superhero, but think yourself as a person with superpowers. So use your creativity and hard work, which are your superpowers, to actually fulfill not only your dream, but the dreams of others too. So today, me, Bachendri Pathak, have shared my views on entrepreneurship, the attitude of entrepreneurship, the skills that you need to take forward your dream or the enterprise that you have in your mind. Being an entrepreneur isn't always easy. There are challenges like a storm at sea. There are challenges like not people not getting work or the wages on time. There might be huge challenges of crashing the market in front of you. But entrepreneurs don't give up. They learn from their mistakes. They change their ways, but they don't change their vision. Because their vision is that strong that they keep going, they keep making plans, they keep uh, learning from their errors. They try new ways of getting success in their vision. Hope to see you all succeed in the market. And let me see some very young entrepreneurs in the market. Maybe you are the next Ratan Tata. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving wonderful workshop on entrepreneurial skill, attitude, and behavior development. Now, I would like to call Dr. Vaishali, ma'am, for giving vote of thanks to ma'am.
Thank you so much, Silky ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. So first of all, I would like to thank Ms. Bachendri Pathak ma'am for sparing time for the today's session and sharing her valuable insights in today's topic. I hope all the students, especially the ones who are interested in entrepreneurship or are interested in having their own startup, are largely benefited from the today's session. Thank you so much, Bachendri Pathak ma'am, for having such a elaborative session on this topic. I would also like to thank our respected Director ma'am, Dr. Poonam Pandey ma'am, and Dean Director C.S. Yadav sir for giving us this opportunity to organize today's session. I would also like to thank Ms. Silky for successfully coordinating today's session. Finally, I would like to thank all the attendees for joining with us in today's session. Thank you once again to all the speakers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.